a newborn king to see. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Our finest gifts we bring. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. To lay before the king. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Ra-ba-bum-bum. Ra-ba-bum-bum. So to honor him, ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. When we come, we're going to see the king. I'm gonna play for him, baby Jesus. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. I am a poor boy too. Ba-dum-bum-bum. I have no gifts to bring. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum.
Hey everybody, welcome to Tea Time with Bunky. Let me power this off. Special conversation edition.
Bluetooth disconnected.
No special topics, just like an open forum. First, let me thank everybody for tuning in, supporting Tea Time with Bunky. I would like to first let everyone know that this show is powered by Zeno FM and supported by online radio Box. Yes. On Thursday nights, I'll do my thank yous in a minute. On Thursday nights, I want to remind people also that this show is aired at 9 p.m. on LLR Radio Ohio and Culture Shock Radio in Germany, and Friday mornings at 8:30 a.m. on LLR Radio in Canada and in Guadeloupe, France on Wapter Music FM. And once again, this is powered by Zeno FM and supported by online radio. I would like to thank all of my Tea Time with Bunky followers and subscribers and supporters. You guys have been there for me from the beginning, and you continue to be there for me, and you continue to tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. You've all been liking, sharing, and supporting. And so I decided to do this episode of Tea Time with Bunky, where I give you all a chance we can talk about your favorite show, things you may have wanted to know, why I don't really interact too much with the comments, which I had mentioned once before. I don't really interact only when I have guests on, because when I respond to comments, I post them so they can be seen. I don't respond because it'll throw me off of the topic, and I never want the guests to feel as if they don't have my full attention. So that is why I do not interact too often with your comments. But I do see you, and I do appreciate you. Applause to you all. Thank you for all of your support. Right now, we're all going through a crazy time with this weather, so I want you all to be safe. Seems like it's taking up most of the east. It's coming from the west. It's like a large blanket of rain, snow, ice, and we're under a watch until Saturday. So check on your homeless and check on people you may know, because hi Dee, thank you for coming on. Thank you. Check on them, make sure you know that they have heat or food, because it's going to be really, really cold. But don't take any chances yourselves. The roads are bad. They're going to continue to be bad. Just be cautious, but make phone calls. Your local police, fire departments, or whatever. Maybe they can go out and help those that are in need. Look out, seek your local warming stations, like for people who have no place to go. I know here in Sullivan County, they opened up a new warming station So at no time does anyone have to be out there in the cold. I mean, it's not the ideal place, but it's not outside. So it gives you shelter uh, from the cold and the snow and the rain. Now, I really don't know how long this show is going to be on because I'm talking about tonight's show. I'm not talking about tea time. Um, because I don't have a special guest and it was going to be more geared toward, interacting with whoever comes on and like bringing people up. Like if you wanted to come on or just send a message in the comments. I'll send you a quick invite. This is my special Christmas thank you to all of my supporters for people that have never been on Tea Time. This is your quick minute, 5 minutes to come on. There, I just want to announce there's going to be some changes also um, coming up starting in the new year. Because, like I said before, I have there's a larger platform. Thank God, God is good. A larger platform with the radio stations. So you're getting more time. People are learning more about you. So for the businesses, like if you reach out to me for the businesses, it's going to be like a little small fee. Like I really hated doing this, but like that'll help with some of my expenses. I mean, really small, really, really small. But that's something we can talk about after because I do see businesses growing, once they have been on Tea Time. Not saying Tea Time is all of that, but it gives people that didn't know um anything about your business or whatever. It gives you more visibility. So for the businesses, you reach out to me or whatever for a tiny fee. I mean, you're getting your information shared all over. So that's a plus. So basically, so if you want to grow your businesses, your local businesses, your small time businesses, just reach out to Tea Time with Bunky. You can email me at teatimewithbunky@gmail.com. You can find me on Facebook, Tea Time with Bunky on Facebook. Um, yeah, just reach out and I will surely try to make things happen. Next year is looking pretty good. Got some pretty good shows lined up for you guys next year. I would love to know like what are some topics you would like to see hit on Tea Time. I did that once before and that's how I got my first idea of doing breast cancer survivors. And since then I've had two on. Since then, yeah, since someone mentioned it, I've had two breast cancer survivors on, and their stories and their journeys were totally different. And that came from the idea of one of my viewers. And also with the domestic violence, uh, I didn't think anybody would want to talk about it. So there are topics that I may think nobody wants to talk about, and you're out there and you're willing to talk about it. And it's a conversation that's not too crazy, not off off the rails. Even if it's off the rails, I'm sure we can bring it down to Tea Time with Bunky type conversation if you want your stories heard. But as you see, I don't go along with everything. I'm not one of those people that's just going to okay you to death. Um, you may have an opinion about something, and I may have an opinion about something, and I'm not going to just yes you, yes you, yes you. I'm going to throw out my opinion too to make you think about it, probably get a different perspective on it, double think about it, pray about it. So that's what I do. And apparently apparently it has caused a little rift just because it was a conversation. And I keep bringing this up because the person I'm talking about that had a problem with one of my other shows. Uh yeah. Uh tried to, I guess, throw me under the bus. So what was meant for evil kind of worked out for my good because my followers went up, my views went up. So just know that if you come to me with a topic or a conversation, we're going to have it. But I always have my own opinion. I always have my own opinion. Um, and it's never disrespectful. Uh, up until now, today, a year. a year ago today. Today marks for this year my 56th show for just this year. From December last year, December 22nd, last year this time to today. Um, and in between that, there has been some fabulous shows. There have been some tear jerkers. There's been some funny shows. There have been some educational shows. Um, there's been a show for everything and everybody. So that's what I love and appreciate so much about this platform because it gives thank you, Chris. Thank you, thank you. It gives people a chance to have a voice. Um, it stories that would have never been heard, topics that you all are sharing. It actually helps others because it's allowing others to see and feel that um they aren't alone. A lot of shows people can truly learn from. Yes, Chris. I mean, like you go back a year. I've been April, May, June, July, August, a year and 8 months. Wow, 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 wow. I've done over 100 something shows, so there's a lot of shows that you all can go through and pick from, and I can guarantee you that out of those shows, there's going to be something that touches you that you can relate to, and that's what, like I continue to say, that's what Tea Time with Bunky is about. It's about helping others. I mean, going out there and being vulnerable, coming out here and being vulnerable, it's not easy. Um, I learned that myself when I did um, my story, A Little Girl's Heartbreak. I was being vulnerable to you guys, and that was extremely hard. Um, Humanistic real platforms, yes, D, they are realistic, and people can relate to them. Um, no, it's not like oh my God. Why did Chris Wilco? That the Steve Wilco show. Chris, because of her. That Steve Wilco show. Yeah, it's not like those made up shows. These are real people with real feelings, real life experiences, which makes it relatable. Um, I don't have too many artists on, music artists. Um, Senior G, I had him on. Um, he's the one that gave me the radio base that I'm on now. So shout out to Senior G. Shout out to in the studio with the Rec Boys. I always gotta give them a shout out because of them that I got connected to Senior G. Um, and I had Niaja on. I have another singer on. I don't really do music too much because what I really want. So if you guys down the road know anybody, I want I would love to interview a gospel artist. I haven't found any of those. Like I haven't found a gospel artist um that I can talk to. Like that's my dream to have a gospel artist on my show. Um yeah, yeah. I'm waiting for we have a show that's going to be coming on talking about long-term effects of the COVID. Um COVID, I just got over my third bout. Thank God, God is good. I got through that. My third bout with COVID. Um, I was in it last week when I had my show. I was still technically sick with it. So I stress the people to just be careful, wear your mask, do all the stuff. Don't think it's not real. I mean, like if you don't believe in vaccinations and all, that's on you. But just know that there are people out there that have other health conditions, underlying health conditions, and you can be affecting them. So just think about it like that. You may not care for yourself, but just think about the next person sitting next to you who has a compromised immune system. I can perhaps help you with a gospel artist. That would be cool. Um, Lady D, that would be great because I would love to talk to someone that I mean nothing against all the other music. It's just not my thing, you know. Gospel music is music for your soul. That's my go-to, the gospel music. That's my go-to. Let me see. So yeah, we're doing the COVID show. I don't even want to talk about all of them because some of them are like you gotta watch. They're just really crazy. There's this one coming up that I really wanted to talk about, but I didn't think I would find someone who went through this particular experience. I didn't think I would find somebody, and sure enough, God opened a door where, boom, the person was willing and able, and in a situation now where they can discuss their situation, and wow, I'm excited and nervous at the same time. Like a couple of shows I've had, I've been excited and nervous, but God always brought me through them. Uh, yeah, it's been a year. It's been full of blessings, a lot of like you guys. There's been some ups, there's been some downs. Um, I don't look like what I've been through, going through. Um, because at the end of the day, you always got to be thankful. You always got to be thankful because it could be worse. It could be worse. I'm looking to expand because he's got to speak that out into existence. So you got to speak it out there. I'm looking to expand my assistance with tea time because there's a lot of things that I can't do. Um, there's a lot of things that what is it? There's a lot of things that I can't do electronically and keep up with a lot of things. It's becoming a lot. It's becoming a lot. And I don't want to disappoint you guys and like start skimping on the shows and not giving you the quality shows because it's so much. So when you ask for something or when God gives you something and you start to nurture it, be prepared to watch it grow. But you also can't be afraid that ask for help. Yes, a strong launch in 2023. For those that don't know because I didn't put it out there yet, Lady D is my first show for the month of January. Now, I don't know if you've been watching, you'll notice that she comments a lot and you'll see that she is wow, a woman of all things. So I'm really looking forward to this conversation. She's a woman of God, she's educated. Um she's all of that. And I believe me and Sister D, Chris, I'm the person for that tech savvy. All right, I'm right now. All right, I'm gonna have to talk to you. Um, she look, I lost my train of thought. COVID brain. Blame it on my COVID brain. Um, I believe we became connected when I started during the beginning of the whole COVID thing. Um, at on Bishop Williams. Think it was because of Bishop John Williams. I would go to his 12 o'clock prayer every day, um, share his page. And I believe that's where we first got connected when he was on my show. So yeah, I believe you can always join the team. I know, Sean, but y'all are so busy. I know, and I don't y'all, I have bothered y'all so much. I know y'all sick of me, and I feel so bad bothering you guys all the time. I do. I feel bad, and it's not pride. It's just that I know everybody has a life. Everybody has things going on. And Rashad, for those that don't know, he's the DJ of In the Studio, the Rec Boys. They're on Wednesdays. You can find them on Wednesdays on YouTube and I don't know, no, Facebook on Wednesdays. I'm not sure the other. They're on YouTube and they're on Instagram. And they do a lot of hip hop artists and oh my God, when I say they are the truth for those that are listening, and you really into that hip hop thing and you got your videos and you got your music, your MP3s or whatever, I'm probably saying they're all wrong. Reach out to them. Go follow them. The rec the rec boys in the studio with the rec boys. And like they are really the go-to people. Like they really are. I mean, I watched how they have helped some people and my mind was like blown. And I watched their show, even though I'm not into like I said, I'm not really into the music that people listen to now, like that hip hop is not the same. It's not the same. Um, I watch it because I learn a lot. So from them, I learn. So if I can watch them and learn something, I'm sure you can. So make sure you go and follow them, and they're a great duo, the two of them. Chris is a little rough. Uh, he's a little rough, but he's really nice. He's really nice. They just don't they just don't play. They don't play, and you got to respect it because it's not a game. It's not a game. This is business, and that's where I hope to take tea time with Bunky. That's where I'm looking further down the road. If you would have asked me when this first started, would I see myself here now today? I would have told you absolutely no. It started off just as me talking about local politics, and look at it now. Now people from all over, I mean from all over, y'all, from all over watch Tea Time with Bunky. And I want to continue to give you stories and conversations that have substance in them, that are meaningful, that can um, help you not feel alone, give you some viable information, some go-to places, because from what we all know and see, um, what is going on where I live is not just stuck here where I live. It's all over. Thank you, Mary. I'm trying. I'm trying. With God's grace and with His help. Um, every the sadness, the depression, the high housing costs, the high food costs, all of this is global. So it's not just in one place. So this is something that we all can relate to. And I try to give the information. Now I look up more stuff in Ohio and Canada when I'm doing a special show. I gotta look up Guadalupe. See, I don't know. Um, so it could be I can give out more information so it relates to people out there. Um, one of my hot topics that I found myself going back and forth with um, this year is always the police. Um, for everybody that knows, I'm pro doing right. That's all I gotta say. I'm pro doing what's right. So I'm trying to get an officer on, trying to get an officer to come on my show. Not one that's retiring, but one that's actively working. So you guys can see that, these are people doing their job. Not all officers are bad people. They're just out there doing their job. Like I go to work every day, you go to work every day, but they're just in the spotlight. So I'm hoping that's something that I'm really working on also this year. Um, I don't know. I don't know. So I think that's really all. I mean, like this is a super duper short show today. Like I said, because I don't have anyone coming on. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. So, but I just wanted to give you this opportunity to have a conversation and me actually respond to you. So you guys see, I really do appreciate you. Continue to share and tell a friend and tell a friend. I'm gonna get more on my TikToks again. I'm gonna do better um, with my sharing and everything. I'm gonna get better. Um, it's just been 2022 is trying to go out like a lion, and yeah, we all have things going on, but I appreciate you. Yeah, just like everyone else. Yeah, doing their jobs the best that they can. And imagine, I couldn't imagine going to work with a camera in my face every time I tried to do my job. Is it needed sometimes? Absolutely. But like with every job, with every profession, there's a horrible person. But like with every profession, the spotlight is shown on that horrible piece of the puzzle, and it shines so bright on them that you can't see the good of everybody else because you're just looking at that monster in that position. And that goes with every single career. Every single career. So hopefully I can have this conversation with him. And as you all know that have been on the show, Tea Time with Bunky is light. I make you feel comfortable. Um, at no time do I try to make you there, even though I may disagree with you. There's never any judgment. Um, it's an open conversation, open dialogue. Where do I see my show within 5 years? Oh, that's a good question. Where do I see Tea Time with Bunky within 5 years? Um, on a TV platform. Honestly, I do. I can see me on a TV doing like a Ricky Lake. I can see that. I say Ricky Lake because that's the 80s. That was my show, Ricky. Everybody probably would have thought I was gonna say Oprah. You get a car, you get a car. I would love to do that, but yeah, like a Ricky Lake. That's where I see Tea Time with Bunky in 5 years. Within the 5 years, not in 5 years. Hopefully, much sooner than 5 years. Hopefully, much sooner than 5 years. Um, yeah, national talk show. Yeah. And it's a place where everybody from the little kids to the great grandparents want to tune in because the conversations um is not something that's going to make them quench, like, oh, like nails down a chalkboard, because I'm seeing that the language that people can use now is not like it used to be back in the day. It was more censored back in the day, whereas what was considered rated R on television is now like rated PG-7, something crazy, like it's bananas. But Tea Time with Bunky will be a place. It will continue to be a place. It will continue to be a place where all are comfortable listening and having an opinion. And I will have a dialogue with you as long as it's respectful. But as long as you come for me, like a few people did, because of that one person. I mean, y'all, they came for me brutally. I mean, like, I've never been called the names that I was called. I was like shocked. And y- yo, it was crazy. Like, the way they came at my character, um, talked about the show. Oh my God, your show was horrible. But you could tell that they only watched one show, because when I tried to have a conversation with them, one person I think even became a fan because he watched another link that I sent him, and it totally discredited what they were coming for me for. So, even though it started off hostile, it ended not hostile, because, like I said, I can have a conversation with anyone as long as it's respectable and come to me with facts, not just opinions. Um, and I always want to learn. Like, I always want people on the show that can teach me something, because Tea Time with Bunky started out as a curiosity thing. Like, I was just having conversations about things I wanted to know about. So if these are things I want to know about, I'm sure there are things other people want to know about, but just are afraid to ask. And that's what Tea Time with Bunky was about. So yeah. So thank you for that question, dear. I appreciate that. It made me look ahead and reflect. Like, I've been thinking about it, but I didn't say it out loud. And you have to manifest what you want. And so I'm manifesting it, where I see tea time within the 5 years. Yeah. Could you imagine that, my little tea time? And I can tell y'all can be like, yo, I remember her from when she started just having those little rants on on Facebook before she was a show. Um, yeah. So I am getting ready to end this half an hour. That's a half an hour. So I'm grateful for that. I do have some things to do. I appreciate you all for tuning in tonight. Continue to tell a friend and tell a friend. And if you missed this, even though it's short, if you missed this or whatever, download the Zeno, Zeno FM. It's an app As long as your intention and action behind it, it'll manifest before you know. Facts, Chris, because that's what happened with tea time. It manifested before but my intentions is always to help, not hurt. That's always my intention. Because I wouldn't want it done to me. I wouldn't want anybody to use my hurt and try to exploit my hurt, for their own good or their own gain. Like I say, like things that a lot of the shows aren't really, they're not for ratings, even though that's how you get known, people, the ratings and the views. It's not just for the ratings, it's to get the conversations out there, get people's sides told, um, promote people's businesses. No, it's always for the good. It's it's always for the good. Chris, I know you believe it. Thank you. Thank you. And I believe in you too. I'm looking forward to your podcast. Um, Sister D, Lady D, you have a wonderful weekend. I mean, holiday. Also, everybody have a wonderful, fabulous holiday, which whatever you celebrate, be it Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, or just um have a good weekend. You're not working, whatever. But like I said, download the Zeno FM app, and on there you can find different radio stations. You have LLR Ohio, Culture Shock Radio, which you can hear Tea Time with Bunky um at 9 p.m. on Thursdays, and on Friday mornings at 8:30 you can listen to it on LL Ohio in Canada radio, and Guadalupe France on Wapter Music, and you can find all of these on FM. Zeno FM. So you can walk around. It's a different experience. I'm just telling you, it's a different experience. Um no, it's a funny. Like I'm becoming a lot of people's moms. And I accept I embrace it. I embrace it, especially with my age now. I see how that happens. And you know what? It's a compliment. It really is. It's a compliment. Um, for people to view you it's respect, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So with that, I'm going to end tonight. Thank you again. Make sure you tune in. Watch for the flyers. Um, Tonight was y'all chance to come on, but y'all didn't take advantage of it. But it's okay. It's the holidays, and I get it. I get it. Um, Continue to tell a friend and tell a friend. Check on your elderly. Give them a phone call or whatever. Make sure they're safe. Because the roads I know here in New York are pretty bad. It's really bad, and it's not going to get any better until later Saturday. So make sure they have the emergency numbers. They have flashlights and candles. But with the candles, be careful if you have pets. I don't have any pets, but just be careful if you have pets. Um, for those where the freeze didn't start yet, make sure you go out and get the supplies that you're going to need so that you can bunker down. So everybody be safe. Be safe and continue to be kind. I know that sounds so cliche, right? But you know what? A kind word, a random kind word, you don't know how that can change and shift somebody's whole day. You don't know. I mean, I've had it happen to me. I've had it happen to me where my day was so dark. Nobody would know it because, like I say, I don't look like what I be going through. And they just said a kind word and it just lifted my whole spirit. And sometimes, that's all it takes. That's all it takes. So I try. I'm a little rough, and I know I can be a little rough. I know it, but never coming out of a mean place. Now it's with age. It comes with age, and you just don't go for the okey doke all the time. I'm just gonna tell you what it is in a kind way. In a kind way. So you guys have a super duper night. Yes, kindness is priceless. You can't put a price on being kind to someone. And the compliment can go a long way. You're right, it can. Um, and sometimes just a smile. Just look at somebody and smile. Don't look so mean all the time. Like I know people always say, "You got that face" or whatever. Like, and I tell people, fix your face. God, dog, fix your face. Um, Smile. Somebody mean mugging you, smile at them. You don't know what they might do. Um, they might smile because you don't know what they're going through. So you guys have a great, great night. I will see you hopefully next week. I will. Got a good conversation for you guys next week, but you'll see the flyer. So make sure you tune in next Thursday at 7 p.m. and tell a friend to tell a friend and continue to like, share, follow, subscribe, and don't forget to download that Zeno FM app, Culture Shock Radio, LLR, Ohio, Wapta Radio, and whatever else radios you see in there that might catch you. Hopefully next week I have it more together again, where I can tell you the shows that are on that I'm a part of, this village that I'm a part of, because they are the best. They are so supportive. It's a great village that I'm a part of, and I want you guys to know about them. So I'll talk more about them also next week so that you guys can know and be on the lookout for them. So I'm ending this broadcast now. I promise. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.